I am perpetually amazed at the ability of the Trump regime to commit new and clever, creative crimes. To me, there's a few I just can't get out of my head. The $10 billion Trump wants from American taxpayers for his Board of Peace, which, by the way, hilarious looking at that now. The FIFA Peace Prize and the Board of Peace, you know, offer this guy who literally can't go a week without starting a new war, bombing elementary school kids. And he's like, where's my Nobel Peace Prize? Did you bomb that school yet? Did you bomb that hospital? You better get on bombing that hospital. Give me my Peace Prize. But he famously is trying to set up this slush fund that only he controls for this Board of Peace and steal $10 million from American taxpayers. He's also suing his own IRS for $10 billion as well. So that's $20 billion he's trying to steal from American taxpayers, as he has the nerve to turn around and say, did you know I don't even take a salary? I don't even take a salary. So he's trying to act like, oh, I'm so magnanimous and I'm so altruistic and I don't even take the $400,000 salary I'm supposed to get. Meanwhile, he's stealing $20 billion from American taxpayers. So that is just some of his, creative scam artistry. But this guy's got a track record. I mean, I always talk about he crypto scammed his supporters 2 days before his inauguration. That is mental. That is crazy. And the fact that anybody even went to that motherfucking inauguration, Joe Rogan, and took part in it and fucking acted like, oh, this is all great and we have a chance of doing some real good things. He's the scammer of all scammers. At the peak of his power, he's literally ripping off his own people. Like this, the depravity is just oozing from every pore of his fucking orange gelatinous body. Okay? But it's somehow getting worse. So the other thing we pointed out 1,000 times is Trump stole Venezuela's oil, right? They kidnapped Maduro, carpet bombed Caracas, killed an 80-year-old grandma, by the way, started stealing the oil from there, and sold it and took the hundreds of millions of dollars and put it in a private bank account in Qatar. This is what he did. So now he and he alone controls the funding of the oil from Venezuela that he stole. Like, to say it's not a government is an understatement. This is a criminal syndicate. This is a fucking cartel. This is a gang. This is a mafia. This is a mobocracy that we now live in. The fall of the U.S. is complete. I mean, we basically have King Joffrey running the world now, okay? So, stole that Venezuelan oil. Well, now, guess what? We have a new sick, depraved crime that the Trump regime is committing in Venezuela. Listen to this. We have Doug Burgum who lays this out.
We signed the first licenses for critical minerals to start flowing and precious minerals. On Friday, there was $100 million of gold that came from Venezuela to the United States. That's for both industrial purposes as well as other commercial uses. Venezuela's got $500 billion of resources of gold, but they've also got other critical minerals, bauxite for aluminum, which we need for defense and for consumer goods. They've got coal resources that can be used to help generate power, to help us win the AI arms race with China. So they're rich, rich, rich in minerals. And just like they passed an amazing hydrocarbon law back in January. In 3 weeks, their legislature did that in response to the U.S. That's creating opportunities for investment, for human capital and financial capital in their country haven't seen. And now on Monday, in tomorrow, they're introducing a similar kind of change in regime of the laws for all of the critical minerals in mining. And so when we were down there this week with both oil and gas executives from the U.S. and the top mining executives, these folks are excited about getting back to Venezuela. They were often there before in the past. They see great opportunity. And I tell you, the people of Venezuela, they are going to be putting up a statue to President Trump as a great liberator because he has opened up their economy again after more than 2 decades. The enthusiasm is high on the ground level in Venezuela for what their future can be. And again, fun to be bringing home the gold for America on Friday from Venezuela. The partnership very strong there with Delcy Rodriguez and the leadership in Venezuela.
Let me translate that. We are going to rob them blind. We're going to rob them blind. We're going to loot. We're going to pillage. We're going to have the Wall Street parasites go in there and start scamming immediately. But we are going to steal those natural resources like there is no tomorrow, bro. And he goes, oh, they're going to build statues to Trump. Oh, really? Just like Trump posted that AI video of them building statues to him in Gaza as he announced a fake ceasefire and Israel continued to annihilate all of them. And now they're talking about building an AI futuristic tech city on top of the skulls of dead children. Really? Look at the dystopian face, this Doug Burgum face. So fucking disturbing. By the way, here's some specifics of what he's talking about here. President Trump has brokered a multi-million-dollar gold deal between the U.S. and Venezuela. Details include Venezuela's state-owned mining company, Minervin, agreed to sell up to 1,000 kilograms of gold destined for U.S. markets. Trafigura will shepherd the gold to U.S. refineries under a separate arrangement with the U.S. government. The contract calls for 98% final gold content, sources say. The deal could be worth more than $150 million. The U.S. is eyeing Venezuela's gold. So it's literally all of their minerals, all their precious metals, all their natural resources, all of their oil. And I need you to stop and think about this. Do you think the same guy who literally just stole their oil, sold it, and then put the hundreds of millions of dollars in a private bank account that only he could access, do you think he's giving these people a fair shake? A fair deal with all their natural resources? Or is he doing what Donald Trump has always done throughout his entire motherfucking sad, pathetic life, which is basically take advantage of everybody around him, exploit everybody around him, and fucking leave them hanging when they need the help the most? I know you all know this, but this is a family that has stolen from kids' cancer charities. That's who these people are, okay? This is a guy who stiffed plumbers and electricians and people who build his hotels and casinos. That's who these people are. There is no fucking way the people of Venezuela are getting a fair shake out of this. 0% chance. 0% chance. But I love how now, like, the empire has unraveled so aggressively, and like we've cooked ourselves so thoroughly that now you have people like Doug Burgum going on TV news to explain the new con job that we're running on innocent people in developing countries, right? Like he goes out there and he just says, we're going to take the oil, we're going to take their precious metals, we're going to take their resources. We made a deal. That's what we did. Oh, I'm sure you did. I'm sure that they were willing participants who, you know, were able to negotiate in good faith with you, and they got the proper cut of what's going on here. I mean, I'm sorry, the Epstein class, it's literally, they're all criminals. The Epstein class are all criminals. The billionaires need to literally be taxed out of existence. The existence of a single billionaire is a national security threat because all these people care about is their own wealth, their own money, their own power, their own control, their own dominance, their own hegemony, and they rig the laws in their favor and fuck everybody else in the world over, okay? That's why you see income and wealth inequality. That's worse than the fucking Gilded Age. And now we have like Elon Musk worth like $800 billion or something preposterous like that. Are we just going to let this guy become a trillionaire? Are we going to let one man be more wealthy than sovereign governments all throughout the world? What you need to understand is the nation state has been usurped by the Epstein class billionaires. They are ruining everything. Their greed is ruining everything. Their lust for power is ruining everything. Tax them out of existence, take that money, give people healthcare, give people education, give people social housing, give people a chance at a fucking life. Democratize the economy. Make it so that equality is actually a real thing. Okay? Let people have a chance at a decent life instead of this shit where we're all under the boot of these parasitic, child-raping Epstein-class freaks. But Jesus Christ, this is what they're up to. This is what the Trump regime is doing. In the midst of starting a new world war and tanking the global economy, they're stealing and looting and pillaging all the natural resources from Venezuela.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.